Joy Reid had some choice words for Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis invested his entire millions of dollars, his entire career in doing what it would take to win Iowa. He destroyed the educational system in his state and much more, as you're going to hear Joy Reid point out. So check this out, and then we'll take it on the other side, because she said it better than anyone on the panel she was on could say it. Check this out.
Whatever happens with her tonight, I think we must remark upon the absolute tragedy of Ron DeSantis as a human being and as a politician. And I say this as somebody who spent 14 years in the great state of Florida. This man torched the state of Florida's education system by turning it into a grand apologist for slavery. He passed a 6-week abortion ban that he signed at midnight so that no one could see him do it, to match Kim Reynolds, the governor of Iowa, in essentially condemning rape victims and incest victims to give birth at 10 years old, if that's what it takes, in order to get evangelicals to like him. All the things he did, he completely took the Republican Tallahassee entire Senate and House delegations, put them in his service. They had to essentially work for him, and they passed everything he asked them for one reason only, because he was going to win Iowa. Yeah. He put it all on Iowa. Mm-hmm. His whole ground game is Iowa. His whole strategy is Iowa. And he destroyed his political career in his home state, neglected his home state during 2 hurricanes, wore weird high boots and humiliated himself when he finally ran home to pretend that he was going to help his state, and neglected it. The highest insurance rates. It's impossible to get insurance in the state. Workers are leaving. His Latino workers, Hispanic workers are leaving because of draconian immigration law that his Republicans passed for him. It's hurting the agriculture industry, the construction industry. He's ruined the state, made it an anathema for business. He sued Disney, put himself at war with Mickey Mouse and lost and got humiliated by them. What has he not done that was stupid politically? All for one purpose. He did the ad where he said God created a fighter to get evangelicals to love him. And he's going to finish maybe in the 15s, maybe in the 20s in Iowa. And he's finished as a politician in Florida.
Yeah. He, for all practical purposes as a politician, is finished. We're in a presidential election right now, so a lot of Floridians aren't really concentrating on the damage that what DeSantis has done to his state before it's realized, right? Like many organizations that would have had conventions in Florida, forget it. His fight with Disney creates yet more problems. So other people that would have gone to Florida for that, forget it. An educational system now that is flawed. People who would go to major universities in Florida will say, well, with DeSantis doing all this damage, forget it. It is amazing what this guy did to appease the MAGA Republicans and, about 67% of the Republican population for what is a state that, in as much as it's considered a red state, is pretty much a 50-50 state that is likely trending blue. He has destroyed his career trying to run for president. And as someone else said before, instead of going to who his natural constituents would have been, he tried to MAGAize Florida with the expectation that he could get some of the MAGA Republicans. But the MAGA Republicans already have their master. His name is Donald Trump. They don't want another one.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.